With only a few weeks to live, 4-year-old Christa begged her parents to take her home from the hospital. She knew that waiting at home were her 4 beloved cats, and she wanted them by her side. Christa was born with neurofibromatosis, a genetic disorder. In some cases, it damages vital structures such as cranial nerves and the brainstem, which become life-threatening. After hearing about the possibility of receiving pediatric home hospice care, Christa's parents contacted Trinity Kids Care, a program of Providence TrinityCare Hospice. Trinity Kids Care arranged for Christa to return to her cats with her family in their own home. During her final weeks at home, her cat sat guard at each corner of her parents' bed where she slept. Outside the room was a hospice nurse from Trinity Kids Care. The last night of her short life, Christa's parents were able to sleep with her, hold her, comfort her. And throughout that last night, her parents noticed that each cat paid a separate visit to Christa as she lay sleeping between them. Early the next morning, Christa passed away in the safe and loving embrace of her parents' arms. Christa's story is but one of the 100 or so stories of children and families served annually by Trinity Kids Care. As the only in-home children's hospice care program in Los Angeles and Orange counties, Trinity Kids Care provides palliative services for infants, children, and adolescents with life-limiting illnesses and their families. Yet among the 50,000 children who died last year in the United States, pediatric hospice services are only available to less than 1%. Believing that every child has the right to live well and die peacefully, Trinity Kids Care offers numerous services to children and their families, including pain and symptom management and end-of-life comfort care, round-the-clock on-call physician, nurse, social worker, and non-denominational chaplain, physicians board-certified in hospice and palliative care medicine with pediatric specialties, emotional and spiritual support, medicine, supplies, and equipment related to the terminal diagnosis, assistance with the child's practical needs such as feeding and bathing, supportive services for siblings, grief and loss support for family members and friends of the family. Trinity Kids Care continues providing support services beyond the death of a child, offering specialized care to brothers, sisters, parents, grandparents, and local communities impacted by loss. Trinity Kids Care also responds to the needs of the underinsured. Although in-home hospice is far less expensive than inpatient care, the costs can still be out of reach for many families. To address this inequity, Trinity Kids Care will raise more than $300,000 this year to help pay for compassionate end-of-life care for the poor and vulnerable. Trinity Kids Care's Necessities of Life program even offers support to families who find their resources exhausted by a long illness through financial assistance with rent, bills, food, and medical co-payments. Since its inception, Trinity Kids Care has provided end-of-life care for nearly 800 children and their families. The success of Trinity Kids Care has been shared with healthcare communities, religious groups, and service organizations. Trinity Kids Care has also partnered to advocate for legislative change in funding and access to pediatric palliative care services. The future of Trinity Kids Care includes developing more structured education programs for field clinicians in pediatric palliative medicine. Through outstanding care and service, community outreach, and special focus on the poor and vulnerable, Providence Trinity Kids Care exemplifies the Providence mission and honors the lives of the children and families they serve.